Life is like a journey. Who knows where it ends? Yes, and if you need to know the measure of a man, you can simply count his friends. A Christmas Carol. The timeless classic that probably has more adaptations than any other book. In a sea of retellings, one stands above the rest. My personal favorite and probably the best version today, the Muppets Christmas Carol. No other version relays the theme in such a profound and entertaining way. You know the story. Scrooge is rich, but he's unhappy. He hates people and he wants to be left alone on Christmas. But the Muppets have two main differences that stand out. First, it's the music. In the song Scrooge, we hear the entire theme of the movie in just the first few lines.
When a cold wind blows, it chills you to the bone.
But there's nothing in nature that freezes your heart like years of being alone.
Scrooge has everything he wants. He's wildly rich, he has a successful company, and nobody bothers him. But at what cost? Scrooge is miserable, and he doesn't even realize it. And it's because he's traded relationships for money. This theme is reinforced by each of the ghosts that visit Scrooge. Scrooge's old partners, the Marleys, warn him about greed, telling him that it's like a chain, while love is the only thing that grants us true freedom. The three Christmas spirits show how Scrooge's greed has affected his past, present, and future relationships. Scrooge spent his entire life trying to make money, but in the end we see that his money didn't add any value. He's unhappy, and he learns that his employees are struggling, and he never noticed it before. He sees a future where Tiny Tim dies, although Scrooge has the means to prevent it. This brings us to the next reason why the Muppets Christmas Carol stands above the rest. How is it that Scrooge never noticed that his family didn't like him and his employees were suffering? It's because Scrooge never noticed anyone around him. He's too busy working. In the beginning of the movie, Scrooge is walking through the streets surrounded by Muppets. You'll notice he's the only human actor besides his nephew. In his eyes, Scrooge thinks everyone is a worthless puppet that can be discarded and thrown out in the snow. Everyone is inferior to him. Throughout the movie, we see more and more human actors. At the end of the movie, as Scrooge is walking through the streets, he's surrounded by human actors. His worldview changes completely to see people for who they really are. So what's the underlying leadership principle in the Muppets Christmas Carol? If you need to know the measure of a man, you simply count his friends. Adding value to the world is about helping others, but to truly help, you need to see people. You need to understand them. You need to make connections. There's a famous Harvard study that looked at over 250 men over the course of 75 years. They tracked all major aspects of their life and compared it to their happiness and success. Only one factor correlated to a longer life, better health, and more overall happiness. It wasn't careers, money, or even fitness. The most important factor was the quality of their relationships in life. Prioritize people above all else. Make love and service your top priority, and you will be successful wherever you go. And remember, it is a season of the heart. A special time of caring. The ways of love made clear. It is the season of the Spirit. The message, if we hear it, is make it last all year.